Hail, citizen. Have you come to gawk at the plus great wonder that is the Arrakis residency? Or do you have other business? Aerie gave you this? You? Oh, look, never mind. She told me to bring you inside. And to make sure her mother didn't find out. But before we go, let me tell you a few things. I'll be taking all your weapons and your clothes. Don't be alarmed. I have a servant's outfit for you to wear. You'll blend right in. Are you ready? Come on then. Let's get you undressed.
Tonight, my parents are holding a banquet, and Count Fenring and his lady are the guests of honor. Mother wishes me to shine like a jewel for all to see. I think she's forgotten what Lady Fenring looks like if she expects anybody in the room to be looking at me. But enough. We need to go. The banquet is the perfect distraction. I'll keep my parents focused on the party. You can sneak into the archives. But we need to go. Now. Just a moment. That's it then. Make your way to the lower levels. The guards on the upper floors will probably just throw you out if they spot you. It gets trickier on the lower levels. You'll see. I'll keep in contact over the net, and when I can, I'll catch up to you.
You need to stay out of sight. The troopers in the upper archives are good people. Don't hurt them. Get to the lower archives as quickly and quietly as you can. A lot of memories down here. 10,000 years of recorded Arrakis history. Mother made me spend hours down here studying. I used to carve answers into the tables to help me pass her tests. The letters I carved into those tables. Pay attention. The Bene Gesserit have an archive of their own, buried in the lowest levels. The symbols I used to carve are the order of the test. Wish me luck. I'm about to start mingling with the guests. Count Fenring is here. I can't abide that weasel of a man. Father says he is a deadly fighter, but he hides it beneath that mumbling veneer. Just be glad you aren't stuck at this banquet. One of the buttes, a water shipper, is pawing at a banker's daughter. This could end in a duel if it escalates.
Who's that?
Huh? Who's there? Someone there? Huh? Who's there? Someone there?
Someone there. Who's that?
Now let us shift our gaze from the past to the present, as we witness history in the making. Here stands Duke Leto Atreides I, head of House Atreides, ruler of Caladan, and rightful ruler of Arrakis. In the standard year 10191 AG, Emperor Shaddam Corrino IV ordered House Atreides to take over the government of Arrakis from House Harkonnen. Duke Leto rose to the occasion and entered into a very dangerous situation. Harkonnen treachery nearly ended the changing of the guard, even as it began. However, Duke Leto and his trusted advisors thwarted the set trap. Here we see a Fremen native, as they once appeared when they roamed the dunes of Arrakis. Note the stillsuit of this Fremen warrior. Though recent events have seen them vanish, the Fremen have made an indelible mark on Arrakis. They existed here since time undefined. Indeed, their history prior to Arrakis is thick and contains vast
Huh? Who's there? Someone there? Huh? Who's there? Someone there?
We got you, intruder.
Here we see a Fremen native, as they once appeared when they roamed the dunes of Arrakis. Though the War of Assassins is an ongoing period of calamity for Arrakis, perhaps the darkest chapter in the planet's history is that of. Now let us shift our gaze from the past to the present, as we witness history in the making. Here stands Duke Leto Atreides of the heart of House Atreides, overseen by Glossil Rabat, also known of Arrakis. In the standard year 1019.
You still moving? The staircase to the lower archives is guarded. You'll need to distract them. Just keep it simple. Too much, and they'll call for others to help them investigate.
Though a cursory look at Arrakis seems to reveal an environment completely inhospitable to life, the desert planet is home to a surprising array of flora and fauna. Perhaps the most emblematic representation of the unlikely tenacity of life is the kangaroo mouse, or Modi in Chakotay. This species of jumping mouse, genus Microdipodus, is a member of the rodent family and specially adapted to not only survive, but thrive on Arrakis. This little creature lives in sandy desert ecosystems, foraging seeds and vegetation where they can find it. Frightening, isn't it? What you just heard was a sample recording taken from a signal on Arrakis of the most spectacular, as well as a Conan star constellation. The friendly fire is most famous for its ability to survive in the open desert. Young Fremen are said to have been required to learn from the ways of this sacred rodent. Given the Fremen's impossible seeming ability to likewise survive in the dunes, that admiration appears to have been well placed. Though a cursory look at Arrakis seems to reveal an environment completely inhospitable to life, the desert planet is home to a surprising array of flora and fauna. Perhaps the most emblematic representation of the unlikely tenacity of life is
someone there? Identify yourself.
Though a cursory look at Arrakis seems to reveal an environment completely inhospitable to life, the desert planet is home to a surprising array of flora and fauna. Perhaps the most emblematic representation of the unlikely tenacity of life is the kangaroo mouse, or Modi.
Someone there? Identify yourself. Someone there? We got you, intruder.
Though a cursory look at Arrakis seems to reveal an environment completely inhospitable to life, the desert planet is home to a surprising array of flora and fauna. Perhaps the most emblematic representation of the unlikely tenacity of life is the kangaroo mouse, or Modi in Chakotay. This species foraging seeds and vegetation, isn't it fun? What you just heard was a sample recording taken from a significant of the most spectacular, the gargantuan sandworm, Arrakis' most famous inhabitant. The sandworm is an autotrophic animal known only well on Arrakis. They reportedly reach titanic sizes on excess of 300 meters. These behemoths were once worshipped by the Fremen. Now they are seen as a grave danger and nuisance to spice harvesters and those traveling across Arrakis' oceans of sand. Able to extract nutrition from even inorganic sources, The impossibly wide mouths of the sandworms swallow everything from unwary travelers to the largest pieces of spice harvesting machinery. It is only through the protection of the massive rock structure known as the shield wall that any kind of civilization was able to take root on the planet. However, the Fremen seemed more than able to coexist with these dangerous creatures, in or out of the aegis of the shield wall. All the more reason to learn everything we can about their ways before they truly fade away. Though a cursory look at Arrakis seems to reveal an environment completely inhospitable to life, the desert planet is home to a surprising array of flora and fauna, perhaps the most emblematic representation of the unlikely or monkeys. Frightening, isn't it? What you just heard was a sample recording taken from a safe distance of the most spectacular, the gargantuan sandworm, Arrakis' most famous inhabitant. The sandworm is an autotrophic animal known only to dwell on Arrakis. They reportedly reach titanic sizes on excess of 300 meters. These behemoths were once worshipped by the Fremen. Now they are seen as a grave dignity.
You might have trouble hearing my signal in the lower archives. The stone interferes. Down there, it's more like a catacomb than a library. The history of 10,000 years moldering in the darkness. No human guards, but the glow globes have motion sensors and automated alarms. Don't let them see you. If you get too deep in the archives, we might lose contact. Just keep moving forward, and I'll join you as soon as I can slip away. If you can, listen. Do not try to find the entrance to the Bloodline archive. I will come to you. There is a Solido projection and a deadly trap. Be careful. I'll slip away as soon as I can. When you... The lights are sensors. Careful not to disturb the forged stones.
External cognitive agent detected. Full system authorization not present. Proceeding with limited access heuristic. Welcome, Acolyte, to Relay Node Seraph 1. This system archives the seeded vectors of the Mahdi prophecy, dispersed through oral tradition channels among desert tribes. Contained data is restricted. Decryption requires demonstrated comprehension of cultural vectors and myth-seeding protocols. Begin myth sequence verification. You will be tested on the illusions we crafted. Virtues rewarded, evils punished, love earned through valor, myths all. Your task is not to believe. Your task is to see. Question 1. What lie did we craft to make tyrants seem temporary, monsters forgivable, and systems of punishment appear enlightened? Correct. Unnecessary fiction. One that spares tyrants and executioners from their guilt. Question 2. Isolate the myth designed to sustain hope through deferred justice and moral inevitability. Correct. The dream of inevitable justice, woven so the meek would wait for thunder that never comes. Question 3. What lie did we whisper in incense and shadow that cloaked us in mystery and made obedience feel like awe? Correct. We shaped the unknown into a crowd and let them kneel before what they could not name. Question 4. What illusion did we embed in the myth of sacrifice so that the broken would praise the blade that cut them? Correct. The masterstroke of consummation. We taught them their pain was part of a plan, so they would not rise against its authors. You have spoken the illusions as we planted them. Few recognize them for what they are. Fewer still understand why they were necessary. Missionaria records unlocked. Proceed with caution. The weight of revelation is heavier than ignorance.
If I'd known you would get down here this fast, I'd have insulted the guild banker a lot sooner. Mother thinks I'm sulking in my room while she soothes their egos. Father's trying to talk to the good count and his lady, which involves a great deal of patience as Fenring mumbles and murmurs his way through a sentence. Well, I calculate we have a couple of hours before someone comes looking for me. Let's go and find out who you are. Or were? Exciting. One thing you can say about the Bene Gesserit, they don't think the word forbidden applies to them. Spectacular, isn't it? It's impressive that they managed to hide this down here for 10,000 years. Of course, I imagine the breeding matrix that they have at the chapter house is much more impressive. This one is simply a copy. Still, it has access to the complete bloodline registry of the entire Imperium. We can search for who you were.
Acolyte Aristae Atreides. Welcome. What is the nature of your inquiry?
Bloodline search.
Insert blood sample into receptacle. Processing.
Feels like we always end up here. You bleeding to further our cause. I've always hated this place. Since my mother explained to me my great destiny. A broodmare for their plans. No choice. No love. The future is a trap. I want to be free to choose.
Search complete. Information on this bloodline is restricted to Reverend Mothers.
Restricted? By whom?
Details of the Xanavar incident are classified for the security of the Imperium.
The security of the Imperium? What does that even mean?
It means that some secrets are too dangerous for petulant girls. Truthsayer Jessica and Truthsayer Margot. Welcome. What is the nature of your inquiry?
Shut down.
Daughter. This place is not for the uninitiated. Who have you brought here?
My friend, Mother. One who shares my fascination for the Fremen. We were doing genealogical work and wanted to test some samples.
Stop. Your lies are disappointing. The act of lying is one thing, but the tone, the voice control. Have you forgotten your training? If you want to lie to me, daughter, then lie to me.
Lie? To you? Like you lied to me about the betrothal? Like you lied to Father? It seems the only thing the sisterhood has taught you is how to lie. This is my friend. Someone I'm trying to help. Someone who I trust. That is no lie.
I see. A friend. Perhaps a confidant. Maybe even a lover. Stand aside, Aristae. I want to ask your friend some questions. Like who they are and what they want with you.
There's no need for this, Jessica. I know this one. It works for my husband. Quite the skilled assassin, if what Hazimir told me is true. Why, Hazimir even told me that it killed Zantara the lion. Stabbed him in the back.
No. No. That isn't true. It can't be true.
Master your emotions, girl. And look. She is telling the truth. Aristae. I would have shielded my daughter from this pain. But perhaps in time it will help her to overcome weakness. For you, though, a quick death will be your mercy.
Sister, please. My husband still has a use for this weapon.
Very well, sister. You. If I ever see you near my daughter again, there will be no second chances. Aristae is to be left alone. Do you understand this? Then prepare yourself.